Hey everybody, I'm Cam from Maxlider Bros Custom, and today we're going to be installing a winch in our new Bronco bumper. To begin with, you'll take off your front plate and install your hex bolts here in the back so you don't forget them. It's easier to install them before you throw the bumper on. We're going to come over to our new winch. Little prep work to be done here. There is a negative cable that comes with. You're going to have to bolt that onto the ground side here. Nothing too crazy about that. Once you get your ground on the back side, the bolt holes here, they actually give you these square nuts that fit right up in there. But when you pick up your winch to set it down in the bumper, these tend to fall out. So what I do is I stick some just some basic gel in there that'll let it sit and kind of stick it in the same spot. So that way when you're rocking back and forth between getting it from here to the bumper, they don't fall out. You don't end up trying to pick it up and drop the winch, all that. So now that that's in there, we can go ahead and set her in. Keep these out of the way. Here's my metal ends. Grab your metal ends so they don't scratch anything. There we go. Like a glove. Press those down in there. Just to not scratch anymore. Alright, now this is where it gets fun. You gotta find the hole to pass through the bumper and the body of your Bronco. Now I find a channel on the driver's side, just right over here. There's, if you could see through here, there's actually a nice hole right up at the very bottom. You're gonna go through that hole and then bring it over to the right. I'm gonna come on my left side and see I've got my hole here, and then there's that little bit of light down there. That's where I want to go. So stick one, stick two. So there's one. Pull that all the way through. And go for two. You just follow that same route. And it's a little easier to stick your hand back there just to make sure you got it. And pull her through. To make it look nice, kind of maneuver some of these around so they're not twisted. Perfect. Now when routing these to the battery, it gets a little more fun. You gotta move it past the fans and away from anything moving. Just hide under here for a second. We'll go so you'll go past the radiator, past your louvers, go over the radiator support here, and pull these back down. Try and keep them from getting twisted. And once you're past your radiator support, if you look straight up from where I'm at, I'm just a little bit northwest of that. There's a nice open spot all the way to the top. So just straighten these out. If they'll stay straight. Kind of fish that one up there. You do one at a time, it makes it a little easier. It doesn't want to stay straight. Okay, so I got about halfway up there. Find a way to make them stay snug. We'll go back top side and grab them. If I can find him. I need my light. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so there's one. We'll get our other. And there's our second. Look at that. All right, folks, so we're up here at the battery now. We've got our lines leading the way we want. If you want to come over here and take a quick gander, we've got our ground here. We'll attach that here to this side. And then we've got our positive actually routed underneath the battery, back towards the side of the vehicle, then back towards the positive end of the battery. Now, the way I did that was just ran it through this little portion down here. It stays away from all the fans. Negative came up through on the other side of this AC line, under the battery, and it'll sit right there. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll throw that on top of ours. Okay. And now with the positive side of the terminal, you will either reuse the nut on the top side or you'll get a new one. We actually have some handy, so we got a new channel for it. We got that all tightened up already, so we're all set. Let's see if she works. All right, folks, so our last little bit here, we're going to talk about the Fairlead plate. The Fairlead plate is just 2 bolts. Nothing super crazy about it. We like to leave our rounded ends here. It just looks better than having a bolt head showing through. But once you got that on, you can unlock your winch, pull that through a smidge, lock it back up, and throw your hook on here. that in. Give her a quick spin. That's that. Once you're done with that, you can tighten down your winch, which is a 5/8. And pretty easy to find those holes there. You can line it up either way accordingly. I would say lining up, don't look at the winch up top, just look at the bolt holes on the bottom, see how even they are with your open spaces. And then you tighten them up. And that's that. Bumper install done. All right, so we're going to do a quick test here, and we've got our winch plugged in, we've got our cables connected, and we've got our controller ready. Already I can see that I've got a red light on my controller, so I know we've got power. Let's see if it works. Look at that. Perfect. And hide that away again.